Hey guys, and welcome back to Darnyougluten. So autumn is here and therefore the garden has produced about 20 kilos worth of pumpkin. And so with that I went and made some pumpkin bread or pumpkin cake. It works as both, so just do whatever you rather do. Maybe both. I certainly did. I've been making this recipe a lot over the past few weeks, and hopefully I'll get to be able to make it a lot more in the next few weeks because, well, we have a lot of pumpkin left. And it's really good. So as always, I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get cooking. So the ingredients you will need are 350 grams of raw pumpkin, 1.5 cups of water, 175 grams of white rice flour, 75 grams of tapioca flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of yeast, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and if you're really brave, a whole teaspoon, a pinch of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 100 grams of brown sugar, 55 grams of butter at room temperature cut into small cubes, 1.5 teaspoons of clear honey, 3 eggs at room temperature, 90 grams or about 5 tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk, 50 grams of dark chocolate chips, and 35 grams of roughly chopped walnuts. Start by chopping up the pumpkin into small cubes of about 1 to 2 centimeters cubed. Place in a saucepan with 1.5 cups of water. Cover and place on a high heat, bring to a boil and let cook for about 10 to 15 minutes until the cubes are soft. Then drain the excess water and lower the heat to medium. Continue to cook the pumpkin until it's completely soft, and when you stir it with a wooden spoon, the cubes should fall apart effortlessly. And then continue cooking it until the pumpkin takes on the consistency of baby food, and then let it cool completely. Next, we're going to prepare the dry ingredients by sifting the white rice flour, the tapioca flour, the baking powder, the yeast, the ground ginger, the nutmeg, the cayenne pepper, the pinch of salt, and the ground cinnamon into a bowl. Also take this opportunity to sift the brown sugar, as it often forms clumps and we don't want any of those. So now we can start the actual cake making process. Place the butter in a large mixing bowl with the honey and whisk together until the butter is soft and fluffy. Then add the sifted brown sugar, or even sift it again, and add 1 of the eggs to the fluffy batter. That's just to stop the sugar from spraying everywhere. And then whisk it together until the mixture has lightened in colour and it's all thoroughly mixed together. Then add the other 2 eggs one by one, whisking well between each addition. So this is your best opportunity to add lots of air to the cake. Now sift those dry ingredients we prepared earlier into the large mixing bowl. This is your second opportunity to add air and therefore fluffiness to the cake. And then stir that together with a metal spoon. And then stir in the condensed milk and add the cooled pumpkin puree and watch it as it all turns bright orange, which is super cool. Then you can finally add the dark chocolate chips and the chopped walnuts to the mixture and stir together, making sure everything is combined and nothing stays stuck to the bottom. Pour the mixture into a 24 centimeter loaf pan and place in an oven that has been preheated to 180 degrees Celsius for 50 minutes or until a skewer comes out clean. This recipe also works as cupcakes, so if you want to make 24 individual little cakes, just remember they're smaller, so they only take about 20 minutes to cook. Then let the cake cool slightly, remove from the pan and then let cool completely. And then you can enjoy it on its own with some fresh cream, some ice cream, more chocolate, or whatever takes your fancy. And yeah, and just to prove that you can make some cupcakes, here are a few I did. And seeing as it's Halloween, I took the opportunity to cover some nuts in chocolate and disguise them as spiders, sort of. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to put a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!